everybody, welcome back. We're doing a bonus video today. I've got a lot of questions asking me what my favorite Crockpot meals are that we have done on my channel before. And instead of just linking a bunch of different videos to you guys, I thought, hey, let's just compile them into one video. So I'm showing you guys 4 of our absolute favorite Crockpot recipes. They are so delicious. I'm pretty sure you're going to love them. So here they are.
You've heard of Mississippi pot roast. You've heard of Mississippi chicken. Y'all, we're doing Mississippi meatballs in the crock pot. Let's go. All you're going to need is a bag of Homestyle meatballs, au jus gravy mix, about 3/4 of this jar of pepperocinis, some Campbell's beef consomme soup, and enough ranch seasoning powder that makes up a packet of it. I have this. So I'm just going to use what is equivalent to 1 packet. Let's go. I'll dump in my meatballs. Pour in the au jus gravy mix. Alright, let's throw in a can of the Campbell's beef consomme soup. Which, honestly, is just fancy beef broth. I'm going to do 3/4 of the pepperocinis. This is a 12.5 ounce jar. I'm going to do 3/4 of the juice and the pepperocinis. Tap, tap, tapping on the glass. I'm going to pour in some ranch dressing mix. According to, I'm just eyeballing it, what I think is in a packet. That looks about right to me. Wait, there we go. I'm going to stir this up a bit so it's not, so dry. I'm going to cook this on high for 2.5 hours and it'll be done. Dump and go. Does not heat up the kitchen. Perfection, y'all. Perfection. 2.5 hours on high.
And here are those Mississippi meatballs. They smell fantastic. I'm going to serve these over top of mashed potatoes. This is to keep the heat down in the kitchen. Save on the electricity bill. So, we got some family-sized Bob Evans mashed potatoes that just heat up in the microwave.
I found this Boston butt on sale at Ingles for $8 and some change. You see that? It is so huge. And I was like, oh, yes, please. This will be lunch the next day plus a little extra. So, heck yes, I got this. And I'm going to throw this baby in a crock pot. So, I threw her in the crock pot. Then I'm just going to add some adobo because, adobo's some good stuff. And I'm just going to cover it. I'm just sprinkling it till my ancestors tell me to stop. Nothing in particular. I'm going to go in with some onion powder and do the same thing. Be generous with them seasonings. And, of course, got to go in with garlic powder. Hello. We can't have any meal without garlic powder. I think it's like a necessity. It's like a rule in life. You must have garlic powder. I don't know. Paprika, we gotta do that holy trinity of seasonings. That is onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. Now you're going to go in with some liquid smoke. Mine was dried up. I don't know why. So I just put some water in it and I just shook it around. And then I went in there with some smoked paprika to give it a little extra smoke. Now, that liquid smoke and the smoked paprika is going to make this taste like it just came out of a smoker. No joke. You don't have to have a smoker to have awesome smoked barbecue. Look at that falling apart. I cooked this on low for 8 hours. And that bone just comes right on out of there. If I knew how to work tongs, because I'm struggling with some tongs. There we go. Now it comes out. Remember, low 8 hours is all you got to do. Set it and forget it. And I swear, it tastes like it just came out of a smoker. And I'm just going to shred it, which is super easy to do. It's just falling apart. All right, and after I shred all that, I'm taking out the fat too, because, ugh. Nobody likes to eat a big chunk of fat. At least we don't. Anyways, I'm going in with a whole bottle of barbecue sauce and a little bit of another bottle of barbecue sauce. We're going to mix this up. And then we're going to cook this on high for 2 hours. Yep, 2 more hours. Cook on high. Don't skip this part. This part is a necessity for this to taste amazing. Okay, go in. Not 2 bottles, sheet flour, I'm sorry. Go in with a whole bottle of barbecue sauce and a little bit of another. And then let it cook on high for 2 hours. And it will be bombs.com, baby. Also, I'm sorry if I'm a little loud. I don't know how close to put my mouth to the microphone. Anyways, and there she is. She's done. She's cooked for 2 hours. And let me tell you, this is probably the best barbecue that I have ever made. And a lot of my family members really like to make barbecue. But I would put mine up against them in a contest any day of the week. They use smokers. You don't need a smoker. This stuff is good like this. And I served it with some French fries, and this was all right. Get you a bag of Southern style hash browns, a can of cream and mushroom soup, 8 ounces of sour cream, a diced onion, sharp cheddar cheese, and some smoked sausage. Dump that entire bag of Southern style hash browns into your crock pot, all right? Then you're going to finely dice your onion, about a medium sized onion, and you're going to put that right on top of the Southern style hash browns. Now, if you wanted, you could get the Southern style hash browns that has onion and peppers in it already, but I just didn't want peppers in mine. That's why I did it this way. All right, then you're going to coin up your smoked sausage and pour that right on top. I use better cheddar, but you can use whatever you want. That's just what I happen to have in my freezer. Now, you're going to take your can of cream and mushroom soup, plop it out in a bowl, and take the 8 ounces of sour cream, and you're going to start mixing that together. Now, it's thick, so I decided to put a half a cup total of milk in with this, so it would be, a little thinner, so I could pour it easier on top of all the stuff in the crock pot, if I can talk. Now, you're going to see me do it twice, but in total, it was just a half a cup. So, you're going to put some salt and pepper into this too. Go ahead and salt and pepper it like that, That's just what I did. I don't know why, but I did it that way. And you're going to whisk it up real good, and then you're going to take that little mixture you made and pour over top of your smoked sausage and potatoes. Just like you see me doing here. When I put milk in it, it made it thinner, and it was so much easier to pour like that. Now, we're not going to put the cheese in just yet, but we are going to put a little bit of garlic powder in there because, yes, garlic powder makes everything good. And I'm using some of the onion butter seasoning that I just have on hand. You don't have to use that. It's just something I like to do since I have it in the cabinet. I'm just going to mix it up real good, make sure that little sauce is evenly distributed across the potatoes. I guess that was a little weird. But yeah, that's all you're going to do for now. You're going to cook this on high for 4 hours or low for 8 hours. Super simple to do. Now, 20 minutes remaining, you're going to sprinkle it with that sharp cheddar cheese. Okay? 20 minutes. Remember. Now, this is what it looks like after it has cooked for 3 hours and 40 minutes. I am topping it with cheddar cheese, putting the lid on and letting it get all melty. Now, look how beautiful that is. This meal was probably Dusty's most favorite. Probably out of all the Crockpot meals that I've made. He devoured this, y'all. It was so creamy, so delicious. Look how bomb that looks. And it was so easy to do. So filling. And we had leftovers for the next day for lunch. I think 2 bowls worth. Look how cheesy and beautiful and creamy. Let's make some cheeseburger potato soup in the crock pot. The first thing we are going to do for this cheeseburger soup is brown up our hamburger meat. let's get all the veggies ready and diced. Woo! This onion is strong. Lord, have mercy. There's our diced onion. Well, I'm going to peel and dice my potatoes. I can't even talk. If I wash before I peel them, I end up having to wash them after anyways because I like forgot dirt. So I just wait until they're diced and then I'll wash them. And you're going to need like 4 regular sized potatoes, but a couple of mine were small, so I'm using 6 irregular sized potatoes. It calls for diced carrots. Kylan hates carrots, so I'm going to shred these up very, 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 very fine so he won't see it. By the way, this is how if you didn't know, I find it easier to just scrape the carrot like this. I don't peel away the carrot this way, and it's easier. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do to this since I'm going to shred them up with a shredder. I'm going to add my diced onion, my washed diced potatoes, and I'm shredding my carrots. And I forgot to show you this earlier while chopping it. I don't know why. I have a cup of chopped celery. 3 cups of chicken broth. I use 3 cups of water and chicken bouillon powder. About a teaspoon of parsley. The same amount of basil. Your cooked and drained hamburger meat. 2 cups of milk. 3 tablespoons of butter. A tablespoon of salt. And a couple pinches of pepper. Now, this is all we're going to do for now. We're going to cook this on high for 3 hours, and then after 3 hours we'll come back, add 16 ounces of the cheese and some flour to thicken it up if it needs it. Love you. That looks good. Looks good without the cheese. Now we're going to put in 16 ounces of Velveeta, or you can do 2 cups of cheddar, but this is really good. Alrighty. I put my cheese in. We're going to let this cook for another hour and a half, stirring it up as the cheese melts. And I will decide at the end if I want to put in flour or not. We'll see how thick it is. And she's done. I'm not putting any flour in this because the potato starch made it kind of thick, so we'll take it. I'm serving this with some garlic knots. Boom. All right, guys, that was it. That was our
4 absolute favorite crock pot recipes that I've done on my channel. They are so delicious. They're so stinking good. So I hope you guys enjoyed those if you try them. I'll see you next video. Remember, as always, be positive, be kind, be happy. And I'll see you later, taters. Bye.